One of the most dangerous games that we can play as human beings is believing we are manifesting our reality while manipulating ourselves and others to get the reality that we want to be experiencing. Manifestation and manipulation are not one and the same, but in today's world, very often the two are used synonymously to enable behavior that allows one to feel they are entitled to do whatever they want to do to achieve what they want to be experiencing. If you're approaching manifestation as an act of manipulating circumstances, people, and things to achieve a desired outcome, what you're really doing is manipulating yourself. You're choosing to disregard the way things are, including other people's preferences, other people's will, and even the divine will, in order to achieve the alignment of outcomes that you have in mind is best for you. This doesn't necessarily mean it's actually best for you in the long run or for other people in your life. It's simply what your mind believes you want to be experiencing. If we zoom into this, we can see the apparent logical fallacy, which is that the mind doesn't actually know what it needs. What the mind intends on manifesting very often is an act of manipulation because it involves renouncing the value of things as they are and choosing to hijack the world around you in order to achieve the alignment of things you expect will bring you the joy, success, or abundance you desire. If you're in the mode of manifesting everything in your reality, then you're not able to accept what is. And actually, you can't even accept your own role as a conduit of conscious awareness. What you're trying to do if you're constantly looking to manifest people, outcomes, and different situations that align with you is you're trying to change what is by gaining egoic control over the simulation of reality as it stands, which also means then that you're not able to accept reality and to make the most out of the situation you're currently experiencing. If you're constantly trying to manifest things, you're not looking to make the most sense of what you've already manifested, because life in and of itself is an alive manifestation of your consciousness. So this is where the game gets very paradoxical. If you're looking to manifest things, then your ego is using manifestation as a strategy to change its perspective of what it has already manifested. You're looking not to take ownership over everything that is actively playing a role in your awareness and in your reality, but you're trying to change what is because you're not satisfied with the way things feel. If you're trying to change the current events without really interpreting how they're making you feel, then you're really manipulating with your own emotional state to change the outcome, to reduce the consequences of what you've already been manifesting by creating new manifestations that ease the pain of the reality you've already created. If you're approaching manifestation in this kind of a way, what it's really doing is allowing you to escape what you've already created from a subconscious place of disillusionment. If you've been living somewhat unconsciously in that you're not aware of the effects of your decisions, or you're not aware that the people you're aligning with and the things you're attracting are already reflecting different parts of you and emotions, thoughts, and underlying experiences you've already created or lived by, then you're going to think that you just need to manifest new, better things in order to create the life that you really want to be experiencing. Manifestation is not this game of intending better things to allow you to experience better outcomes. And if you've not been experiencing the desired reality, it isn't because you have not intended the right things for yourself. It's simply because there are deeper lessons which need to be learned. And if those lessons are not learned, you won't be able to manifest anything better. In fact, you trying to manifest solutions without trying to understand the underlying root cause of everything that has already been troubling you leads to an inescapable black hole in this world of manifestation, which will prove to be a complete disillusionment unless you understand the real nature of this game your consciousness is projecting. We aren't experiencing a reality in which everything is possible with no consequences, because everything is accompanied by energetic causes and effects. If you're looking to manifest something, it's because you're already developing that thought or feeling as a side effect of another thought or feeling which came before it. So it's important to realize why it is that you want to manifest what you do. Are you trying to manifest away the feeling of pain, discomfort, isolation, loneliness, or misfortune? Are you trying to fit yourself into a new scope of reality which you think will allow you to experience certain conditions which are better than what you're currently going through? The deeper question is, why are you trying to out-manifest different things in the current creation without seeing the deeper value that the creation now holds? If you're not able to fully accept what is, then you're unable to come to terms with the part of you that already manifested that. And if that's the case, the manifestation is going to be this perpetual struggle of trying to derive more meaning and value from new things which are never going to provide a deep state of satisfaction with yourself. Nowadays, many people think you can get absolutely anything you want by applying the right rules of manifestation. And if you don't get exactly what you want, then there's something wrong with your process of manifesting it. But this couldn't be farther from the truth. If there is something that is absolutely out of bounds within your own field of consciousness, meaning your soul simply does not want you to be experiencing that particular thing, then no matter how hard you try to manifest it, you're going to be manifesting slightly different variations of the thing you're desiring. For example, if you're really trying to manifest love into your life, or a certain image of a person that you think will make you feel lovable, either you're going to feel like love becomes elusive to you because of how hard you're trying to manifest it, or you may manifest love through the form of an abusive relationship in which one is love bombing you to the point of you attaining that feeling that you've been looking for, but then realizing it ends in dismal heartbreak and in disillusionment because you realize the love you finally got was actually just an illusion of what you were thinking love is supposed to be. Similarly, if there's something you're trying to manifest that you don't actually feel belongs to you, but you're just trying to get that thing in your field, you might manifest some distant connection to this thing you're trying to approach. You might be seeing the thing that you want to manifest around you at all times. You might feel as if you already have it, but then always feel like you are somewhat distant from this desired manifestation, eventually leading to the feeling that manifestation becomes an obsession. Because if you're trying to manifest something that isn't actually meant for you, you're going to feel like you need to be addicted to this chase for manifestation, when in reality, acceptance would show you that it simply isn't right or a match for your own field. Very often, when you're trying to manifest something specific, what you're going for on a deeper level is an experience or a connection to a certain state of consciousness that will free you, provide you an experience of integration, love, joy, or bliss. If that is what you're actually looking for, then trying to manifest a thing in your life which you think will be the conduit for that experience is somewhat meaningless because the conscious mind doesn't know exactly what is necessary to bring you into that feeling state. One of the more powerful ways to manifest is by setting the intention to feel a certain way within yourself and allow yourself to start building the bridge to that particular frequency which will bring you into the intended state of manifestation. From a particular feeling state, you will get the things that are in alignment with you. The right people, the right events, the right circumstances, everything will naturally be a vibrational match to you in that desired state of mind, body, and spirit. However, if you're trying to manifest a certain scenario that you think is right for you, then you already are getting the process of manifestation backwards. Because in that state of trying to manifest specificity, you are assuming you know exactly what it takes to feel a certain way before that even ended up collapsing as a possibility into your field. Now let's say you do end up getting exactly what it is that you wanted. As the saying goes, be careful what you wish for, because you may quickly come to see that what you thought you needed most, when achieved, actually creates more of a schism between you and your reality. One of the most ironic things about the process of manifestation is that it often is not enough, because once you become attached to the state of needing something and becoming addicted to achieving it, you might find yourself on a hamster wheel of always needing more. And even after attaining that thing that you desired, you may realize you desire more or something different. What you may be trying to manifest is the newness of the experience of creation, the feeling of being in control of your reality and always trying to create something new, which generates dopamine, adrenaline, and excitement about the experience of living. People who become addicted to manifestation like the feeling of being in control of their reality, meaning they like the thought that they get to conceive of everything they're going to be achieving and then taking the action steps necessary to slowly get everything that their mind is desiring. However, living in a state of perpetual desire creates suffering and misery. Because if you're constantly desiring, you're not actually living. You're not actually indulging in the state of being in love with your experience, because you're always attached to the feeling that when I get that thing that I'm trying to manifest, I will be whole and I will be complete. If you're so attached to manifestation from this standpoint that you're in control of the process of creating your reality, then you may also start to feel like you can manipulate any situation outside of you because the entire world is your oyster and everything is an extension of you. Now, while it is true that you are energetically entangled with everything else in existence, this is not to be used as a mechanism to get what you want from other people or from reality around you. Experiencing your connection to all that is should ideally put you in a place to be embracing of the divine creation, where you can accept that everybody is experiencing their own little world, fueled by their own subconscious beliefs, their own tendencies, and their own decisions. And when we become in resonance with anything else in reality, that allows us to feel that we are connected via vibration and via frequency, via the energetic impulses which are confirming a feeling of deeper resonance in our condition and that of the other. If we're looking for oneness, we don't need to try to manifest anything into our life because we're going to know the things that are vibrationally equal to our field and to our intentions are going to be there. Meaning that we don't need to focus on manipulating anyone or anything to get what we want. We need to simply rise above the desire to experience the fullness of our own self and to allow that to create the reality we want to be experiencing. Manifestation unfolds naturally when you're in the flow state of thinking openly, allowing yourself to feel in tandem with those thought forms, and expressing the authentic expression of everything that is coming into your field. You're essentially riding the energetic waves of transference that are creating meaning in your reality. And if something needs to change, you focus on yourself being the conduit of that change. So you're not trying to create things that your mind is attempting to force as the ideal image in your reality. You're instead allowing yourself to enter the space of being in love with creation and choosing to change whatever it is that you're feeling deep down that is disturbing you by doing something better, by uplifting yourself and raising your frequency to allow that energy to contagiously expand outside of you. In this kind of a state of active co-creation of reality, you are not going to be feeling the need to manifest anything. Because interestingly, that's where the need to manifest or manipulate ends, and that's where creation truly begins. When you're embodying the state of being a creator, as in you're choosing to embody the same field of awareness and consciousness that the creator on a larger universal level embodies, you feel a sense of oneness and a pervasive safety that when you're choosing to be as one with your energy, you are always going to manifest. If you're thinking and living abundantly, you're going to manifest that abundance. If you're in a loving flow and harmonizing within your own field, you're going to be attracting more of that same love. Manifestation comes from the deeper knowing of the energetic principle of equanimity, which means whatever you're embodying within will be expanded and multiplied outside of you. So if there's something you're lacking, the deeper thing to confront is the oppressive aspect of your own ego that is trying to convince you you're not worthy of holding that particular frequency. Which makes it obvious why trying to manifest something outside of you to fill an inner void is useless. It is an act of manipulation that actually manipulates you into feeling like you're in control when you're achieving the opposite effect in your life. If you're still trying to manipulate people, circumstances, or things outside of you, you're going to pay the price because you end up bearing the load of trying to change something outside of you that was never meant to be changed. If you start to bring your own desires into the field around you, you end up creating more separation and a disconnect between yourself and those things that even when you end up manifesting, will end up feeling separate from you because oneness didn't bring you to magnetize those conditions. You end up playing a game within yourself, which is this constant chase for connection, this seeking of more things that you think will bring you into harmony within yourself. But as soon as they're in your orbit, you need more. And you desire a deeper connection because you're never really tasting the deepest connection within yourself. So whenever you try to manifest from that place of thinking manifestation will solve your issues, you're actually manipulating yourself into feeling adequate only through the imposing of yourself in a manipulative manner. This is a very sad picture when it comes to how people fragment themselves away from their own core truth by trying to achieve things they think will bring them more of a sense of wholeness. The only way to experience your own wholeness is to learn what you are on a level that is beyond anything you are connected to externally. Without any of these intended manifestations, what are you really feeling? What are you really experiencing on a soul level? Are you connected in those ways, or are you not? If the answer is no, it's time to go on a deeper journey into evaluating why you think you can manifest a desired reality if you're unhappy with the reality that lurks within you. There's a whole world to be uncovered of manifestation which is simply existent on the level of your own energetic field. What memory does your energy hold? And what are you trying to distract yourself from if you're looking to manifest away from those deeper feelings and somatic sensations? Instead of manifesting, we can approach this as a process of more conscious living by trying to understand the pre-existing manifestation of our life. If we're unable to manifest better things, we need to actualize our connection with our own power, with the divine self that lives within each of us, which allows us to energetically create a better reality by our choosing to go deep into our field and understand what we are capable of creating with higher intentions. When we bring purpose, clarity, integrity, trust, love, and divine expression into our field, we can create naturally from that level of looking to expand on our gifts and our creative potential. This changes this reality of trying to manifest into a dance experienced within your own field. You no longer need to manipulate anyone or anything because you recognize you have the power to create a different experience by embodying the bolder colors of your perception and your knowing, and allowing that to create whatever change you're looking for outside of you. Experiencing a life at this depth and at this range of your conscious awareness brings you a whole new experience of looking not to manifest anything superficial, but craving a deeper experience of understanding what you can manifest from within yourself, what you can create within your field to give to the world, which changes you from looking to egoically create anything outside of you into wanting to soulfully nurture the deeper desires and the deeper needs, which allows you to manifest effortlessly because at that point, you're a loving conduit, not an egoic vessel of more separation.